Hey everyone, Colby here with another Racial Legends video. So guys, in this one, we're going to go through patch 1.13 notes that have been provided by Platinum to the YouTube content creators. I'm going to give you my opinion on some of the notes because I've noticed some things that need your attention before the patch comes. And the patch comes tomorrow. We're going to see if something else was not released through those notes. But before that, guys, I'm going to announce we're going to have a gem giveaway to the channel. We're going to have 4 lucky winners, at least 4 lucky winners. They're going to earn 540 gems each. You just need to comment down below and subscribe to the channel. These are the only 2 requirements. Subscribe and comment down below with your player ID. You can find your player ID in the options tab right here. Once you click that, you're going to find your player ID. Comment that down below. That's the only way I'm going to give out the gems. It's going to be 4 winners. And if the subscribers that the channel earns, if we reach 4,500 subs, the actual winners will be 5. We're going to have 5 winners for 540 gems each. So guys, subscribe if you haven't already because you're going to have a chance to earn a lot of gems. Those gems are going to help you. You can almost farm a full character's masteries with those gems. So if you're lucky, you're going to earn those. Be sure to leave a comment down below and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to earn those gems. So let's get to the video. So guys, first up, the patch notes. The patch notes have been released to all the YouTubers. These are the same. No one got any more patch notes than the others. So first up, patch 1.13, there's some wording here. I don't think there's anything more to the wording right here. So let's get to the features. The main feature of this patch, unfortunately to us, there's no new content, but the main thing is the battle pass. The battle pass is actually going to give you more daily and weekly challenges to all players above level 5, of course. That will be accessible to the players. So once you start doing those daily and weekly challenges, depending on which battle pass you have, you're gonna earn battle pass points, which are gonna increase your battle pass level. This is very similar to other battle passes in other games if you played those. But the important thing about this, guys, is I want to note that you're gonna earn shards, of course, to get more champions and champions. This is the main thing that I want to note because this might have the possibility to give you really good champions, maybe newer champions that are going to give you the new debuffs or new buffs that are available in the game, or they're going to give you older champions that are still good. For example, a cold heart to everyone, this would be great. But since there's a paid aspect to this, if this is really a cold heart reward, this is going to be bad to the community. You're going to get some avatars as well. I also want to note that this will only apply to a battle pass season. So this might not actually be a monthly thing. This might actually go for 2 or 3 months. A battle pass season might actually be for 3 months. So there's a possibility that the battle pass is actually really expensive. So if this goes over 3 months, I expect it to be at least 3 times the cost of a raid card. So I'm not sure about that. If you don't collect the rewards, these are going to go to your inbox. The next thing is the division between the 2 battle passes. So we're going to have the core, the free-to-play battle pass. You're going to have daily challenges, and you need to do those every single day. As you see here, I've highlighted this part. You're going to need to do those daily challenges every single day. If you miss them, they're going to be replaced by new ones, 4 new challenges every single day for the core battle pass. But if you actually buy the gold one, and I don't know how much it's going to cost. I expect around $30 for the cost of this. I'm not sure. I hope it's not more than that. I hope it's half that, actually. I hope it's 15. But anyway, this will be purchased through the shop. There's weekly challenges for the ones who actually purchase the battle pass. And you're also going to get a season-long raid boosts. So this is where I'm actually really curious about this because you're going to get extra silver and XP from all battles. This means how the raid pass actually works right now, but the raid pass does not work for all battles. So this one is actually going to work for dungeons and maybe for faction wars as well. Faction wars actually gives XP, but it's very minimal in comparison to other areas. So I don't know if this is going to go above what the raid card actually gives so far. So if you're going to have the raid card and the raid boosts, so you can have 2 different boosts to your silver and XP. Yeah, it's going to make leveling up your heroes much easier, I'm guessing. But I don't know yet. We're going to see tomorrow with the patch. So weekly challenges are going to be available to the gold battle pass owners. You're going to get an extra reward if you manage to complete all the weekly challenges. Okay, that's cool. Probably going to be the champion unlocking through that. And the important thing to note about weekly challenges is that you'll still be able to complete challenges from the previous weeks for as long as the season is active. So that's very important, guys. You're gonna be able to complete those challenges even if you miss them. So it's not gonna be like the daily ones that you need to do them every single day. These ones you can do them. Maybe if you miss 1 week, you can do it in the following week, and so on until the season ends. And that's it basically for the Battle Pass. I like it. I like the way it is. Hopefully there's a way for free-to-play players to actually unlock the Battle Pass, the Gold Pass. So hopefully there's a way for them as well. I don't think so, but a guy can hope. So the Dwarf Creep, okay, this is great because I have a lot of Dwarf champions. I've got Mountain King, I've got Molly, and I've got, who's the other one? Torment. I've got 3 great legendaries. I've got other good dwarves as well, so it's gonna be fun for faction wars at least. And then there's new buffs and debuffs. The most important debuff, actually, it's poison sensitivity, so it can increase the damage taken by the enemy by 25% or 50%. So good. It's so good because imagine you have a champion applies poison sensitivity and you have another champion that's very good in applying poisons. I have Nethril, I've also got Althar. Those are really good champions for applying poisons. There are much better ones, of course, but for me, those are the ones I have. So imagine my Nethril does about 10 million on Nightmare. With this, with a 50% boost, he's gonna do at least 15 million damage to the Nightmare Clan boss. Imagine that. It's gonna make having poisoners much more stronger. It might actually make it a requirement in endgame teams to have this. So yeah, I think that's really cool. The other ones, decreased critical rate and decreased critical damage, those are more PvP debuffs. I think, in my opinion, those are not really important for the dungeons that we have right now. Maybe in later dungeons that the enemies do a lot of critical damage, maybe those will be important later on. So the buffs, strengthened is a buff that decreases the damage inflicted on the recipient. So this is really good for tank characters. I'm not sure which characters are gonna have this. We did not get any champion mentions in the patch notes, so we don't know yet anything about this, guys. And increased accuracy, okay, this is cool. It's gonna increase your accuracy by up to 50%. So let's say you have 150 accuracy. With this 50% increase, you're gonna have 225, right? 75 accuracy increase, it's gonna be 225. That's great. Increased critical damage, of course, this is great for nuking a target, have your skull crown in the arena. Increased critical damage does amazing amount of damage. And then we have the champion balance. So we have Angar. He's a legendary. He's damage scales from HP. Okay, this is cool. This is a cool change for a champion. Now attacks all enemies one time, change from 2 random attacks, and places a counter attack buff in addition to a 30% reflect damage on this champion for 2 turns. So this one is gonna be cool, at least for the Fire Knight dungeon. And Bravado, increased damage reduction. Now each hit taken will reduce damage taken by 5%, up to 30% in 1 round. This is very good for the clan boss, up from 4 to 20% in a round. So this is really good for the clan boss, for a character that's gonna do damage based on HP. If you have him, he's gonna be good. Not end game like God tier, but he's gonna be good. And now Folly now attacks all enemies and decreases the turn meters by 15%, then attacks the targeted enemy. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. Okay, that's always good to have. Previously, enemies under 2 or more debuffs that were killed by this attack could not be revived. Okay, they made this just an AoE and a decrease in turn meter. Always great, great. His base speed, well, let me do this. So his base speed went from 94 to 100. Okay. That's good. That's good to increase speed of characters. Sethalia was always considered a very bad legendary. Let's see her changes here. Additionally, places a block debuffs buff for 2 turns. Always great to have blocks debuff buff. My Grizzled Jarl has that, and it's great for the clan boss. Ascended now removes all debuffs from a target ally before healing them. Also heals all other allies. Boosted turn meter, this is so good. This is such a great skill, guys. Such a great skill for the arena. It can also work for dungeons. Yeah, so good. Skill reworked has a 75% chance of removing all buffs from all enemies, then decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 10%, and it fills the turn meters of all allies by 10%. Also decrease the turn resistance of all enemies by 20% if 5 or more buffs were removed. Okay, so this one is gonna be great for Arena. They made her a great Arena champion. If there's an enemy team that has a lot of buffs, she's gonna be great in reducing turn meter, boosting your own. It's gonna be great alongside, I'm guessing, Lissandra and Arbiter, like in a boost team. It's gonna be great. So Shamrock, this is the one I was very interested in because I actually pulled a Shamrock, guys. So Luck Swap additionally has a 35% chance of stealing the removed buff. Okay, this is good. Additional 35% chance to steal a removed buff. And Lucky Charms, the actual skill got reworked. Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Great for the clan boss, great for the dungeons. Also plays a 30% increased speed buff on all allies with more than 50% HP for 2 turns, and has a 50% chance of placing 30% increased critical rate buff on those allies for 2 turns. Okay, that's cool too. But it's a 50% chance, so yeah, if you get lucky, you're gonna get the boost. Places a revive on death buff on all allies with less than 50% HP for 2 turns with a 50% chance of placing a continuous heal. Yeah, this is great. This is gonna be a great champion to have for the clan boss because of this kind of increased defense and also increased speed. Okay, it's gonna mess up your counterattack team with the increased speed buff, but if you don't have a counterattack team, this is gonna be a good addition to your team. A revive on death is always cool. It might save you on auto. You don't know. You never know. And additionally, fills the turn meters of all allies by 50% if any enemy's turn meter is below 50%. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It can also be used for the arena. So the important thing, guys, here is the Torment nerf. So his passive is gonna get nerfed. Now does not work with the effects from artifact sets. So in the arena currently, the problem was that when you went in the arena and you had a set that gave you a buff, the enemy Torment will proc his passive and actually freeze you, so you couldn't do anything. So now it won't work with that. Turn meter filling effects from masteries, healing, or those buffs or effects that take place at the start of a round. Turn meter filling effects from masteries, healing, or those buffs or effects that take place at the start of a round. Okay, so basically anything that starts the round is not going to work with Torment. I actually thought that healing in general wouldn't apply, but now that I'm reading it through, it actually means that basically anything that starts in the beginning and it's a part of masteries is not going to proc his passive. Okay, the nerf was not as I expected. He's still going to be strong, but if you have the set that gives you a block debuffs buff, then it's going to be fine. So Yannicka attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns, or attacks all enemies 2 times if this champion is under a veil buff. Okay, so you're gonna have a champion that places a veil on her, or at least have her place veil on herself. Now places a perfect veil buff up from 75% chance, and it's a 3 turn. Additionally, grants an extra turn. That's very nice. So you do your A2, you get an extra turn, you get a perfect veil on yourself. So you're gonna do a double hit AoE with your A1, and then with your A3, Elven Judgment. Now ignore shield buffs or enemies. Also remove shield buffs from targets if this champion is under veil or perfect veil buff. Then deals extra damage equal to 15% of the value of the removed shield buffs. Yeah, she's going to be great in the arena. If you have Yannicka, she's going to be great versus targets with shield buffs. She's going to do a lot of damage. She's going to place a leech debuff on the enemy. Yeah, overall, very good. Very good. So clan boss changes. So the other thing we have with the patch is the clan boss changes. They're going to nerf unkillable and block damage. So instead of being able to kill the unkillable clan boss in 1 key, do 100 million damage, you're not going to be able to do that. You're just going to have 50 turns worth of damage. I think Stu made a video about that and he calculated how much damage you can do. You should go and check that out. And the other important thing about this is that they're gonna nerf the way that you earn clan boss rewards, and this is gonna help reduce the actual clan boss rewards players were abusing. So there were players getting 100 sacred shards in a week, just through the abuse of this clan boss interaction. They would do one key, kill the Ultra Nightmare boss, get the chest, leave, join another clan, and do this clan hopping thing. So this will be done to stop that. I think this should have been done way earlier because a lot of players have used it so far, but those who have actually got a lot of rewards. So yeah, good for them. So multi-battle, the multi-battle change is actually very nice. No raid card, you get 30 multi-battle attempts. It's good enough. So if you have like 2 refreshes, this is good enough for 12 free and brutal. Raid card 100 multi-battle attempts. So this actually shows me that the raid battle pass is going to be different than the raid card. So you can have both at the same time. So you can have the multi-battle attempts, have XP and XP extra silver. But I don't know. We'll have to wait for the patch to see how this actually changes. And additionally, we're launching a special event in which multi-battles will be usable in dungeons. Okay, I don't know what Plarium was thinking with this. Just make it available anyway. Like, why have it as a special event? Like dungeons, because players are still gonna use my auto clicker, for example, and do dungeons. Who's gonna farm Minotaur on their own? They're just gonna put an auto clicker on if they don't want to spend those 800 gems. I don't do that. I don't do the 800 gems. I just farm it. It just takes 600 gems if you want to farm up to 750 red scrolls. Anyway, the miscellaneous, these are whatever. The most important thing is artifact upgrade animation increased by 50%. This is really nice, especially in artifact leveling events. This is gonna make my life so much easier, and yours as well. So yeah, these were the notes, guys. I'm excited to have a new patch. This was not what I was expecting. I thought the patch would actually be much bigger, more content for everyone, but it's not what we wanted. I think the roadmap that they released in August was actually a 2020 roadmap, the end of 2020 roadmap. So I don't expect the new clan boss to come anytime soon. I expect that to be at the end of this year at the very best. So whatever guys, just enjoy the content that you have, work your teams, enjoy the game in your kind of way like I do. I play around with all champions, and yeah. So remember to subscribe, comment down below with your user ID in order to get into the competition to earn up to 540 gems. So 4 winners. If we don't get to 4,500, we're just gonna have 4 winners. If we do get to 4,500 subscribers, then we're gonna have 5 winners over 2,500 gems. So guys, subscribe and comment down below. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm actually gonna stream tonight, so I'll see you in my stream if you're here.